News 4 Today in high definition continues.
Welcome back. Your time is now 6:51. A massive wildfire continues to burn out of control this morning, causing mass evacuations, threatening major landmarks in Colorado. The Waldo Canyon fire is being called the worst fire in the state's history. We have NBC's Gina Kim joining us live from Colorado Springs with the very latest on the fire. Good morning, Gina. Thank you so much for joining us. I can imagine the communities there are just devastated by what's going on.
Good morning to you, Dina. That is true. We have a lot of people here on pins and needles wondering, when can I get back home? Is my home still standing? All of the typical questions that you have when you have a fire this size. Let's start with some good news. We do have a little bit of a break in the weather over the past 24 hours, and the fire has somewhat died down. This is what it looks like right now. We've got that one plume of smoke at the base of that mountain. By contrast, this time yesterday morning, that entire mountain range was on fire. We couldn't even see it at times because the smoke was so thick. Having said that, you can see how close the fire is still to that community of homes right there. And any change in the weather pattern, any pickup in wind could drive those flames directly to those homes. So that's where a lot of the concentration is right now, is on protecting those structures. We also have some devastating news to report this morning. The Denver Post is saying that it has counted at least 300 homes that have been destroyed in this fire, and that's just in one community here in Colorado Springs. We hope to get some updated numbers here in a few minutes when we have a press briefing, but this fire is still only 5% contained, and the number of destroyed homes could go up by the end of the day as firefighters get a better view.
Gina, let me ask you, I know yesterday we had heard 32,000 people were evacuated. Has that number increased, and where are those people going this morning? I can imagine there's not really many places for that amount of people to go.
Well, let me give you a little bit of background. So this fire is now in its 4th day. The first couple of days, it was mainly kind of contained to the mountain areas, the sparsely populated places. And then Tuesday night, it just took off. These winds just came out of nowhere and just whipped up the flames. And that's when 32,000 people were mandatorily evacuated. They literally had a few minutes to collect their things and get out of there. And those people are staying at Red Cross shelters with other family and friends here in Colorado Springs or in Denver. And right now they have not been told, is their home still standing, or when are they able to go back? And so there's quite a bit of anxiety and agony going on right now.
Oh, I can certainly imagine. Well, our hearts and prayers are with all of the families, the community there in Colorado Springs and the outlying areas. Gina Kim, thank you so much for joining us from Colorado Springs.
Thank you.
Well, we are going to be right back with much more news and weather right after the break. Again, 32,000 people still out of their homes this morning. We also have more news coming up about that big decision happening in the Supreme Court. We'll be right back.